Lonnie and Ronald McFadden, and we just witnessed an amazing performance at the Kauffman Center in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. I am stunned. I'm really emotional right now. This was incredible. The only thing we didn't have was like people like getting up and like running up on stage and having like a mosh pit. But it was incredible, and I just want to say thank you, gentlemen, for your artistry and your gifts that you shared so freely with the entire audience, which I think was like 700 people, if I counted correctly. So I just want to ask you a couple quick questions. How did it feel to perform at the Kauffman?
Oh boy, this was wonderful. This is a wonderful venue anyway, world class. And I've wanted to perform here for quite a while, ever since it opened. And this was really a stellar night for me. It really was.
I agree with everything you said. I mean, I've been excited ever since they were talking about building it, and then to have a facility like this in our city where it's one of the best places in the world to listen to music, to listen to live music, and then to finally play here. I'm excited. I'm like a kid tonight. Yeah, this is
So
great.
glad. I think everyone here feels like they were part of something special, and my sense is as you travel around the country, which you're often invited to do, you represent Kansas City almost like official ambassadors for our community, for our city. And I know that people ask you all the time, what's it like to be from Kansas City, to be a direct link to the history of jazz, Kansas City style?
Wow, I'm going to let Lonnie.
That's awesome. You know, it's awesome because everybody appreciates what Kansas City has contributed to the world. And being here in Kansas City, you know, it's like everything else in life. You tend to take for granted what is right there before you. You know, I mean, I remember when the first time I went to New Orleans, I called a friend of mine up. He said, you know, I never go to the French Quarter. I don't ever do that. You know, I never go to Jazz and Preservation Hall. You know, because he's right there. He takes it for granted. Where we, I think, sometimes don't realize that the history that we've got here with people like Charlie Parker and Count Basie, the great jam sessions that have happened here that are historic. And so for me to know that just when I say I'm from Kansas City, they automatically shower all of that over me. They automatically, which is great. The bad news is we got to come correct. We better. It's like when we met Honey Cole's, first thing he says, you better be able to swing. That's the first thing came out of his mouth, because he knew we were Jimmy's kids and we were from Kansas City. So it's like, yeah.
So I have a 14-year-old, and he's playing the piano. And by the way, Pita is like his hero. He's
got good taste.
And he, yes. And I wanted to introduce him. I wanted to get a picture. And he's like, Mom, he's like in another galaxy. I can't. And he literally would not stand next to him. He's just like, I need to keep practicing. So I'm grateful, because I know he's going to go home and he's going to like redouble his efforts. So I just want to ask you. You are a duo, you are a pair of brothers that inspire so many. And so, what is it that you hope to accomplish? What is the legacy you wish to leave to children and fans alike?
Wow, Stephanie, you threw a heavy on us.
That's hard.
With me, I wanna be a link between what has already happened and what's getting ready to happen. When I hear people like Tyree and all of his generation, you know, it's like I hear these guys that are so incredibly talented that are here. And if, you know, it's like the reason that Ronald and I play the way we do is because we grew up being able to hang around people like Eddie Saunders and Franz Bruce and the Scamps and Orville Piggy Minor,
Junior Chisholm.
Yeah, Junior Chisholm, right. All of these old guys, Fats Dennis and Hurley Dennis, and all these guys, you know, that came before us, and we were able to stand Lukman Hamzat, Aladdin, all these guys that came before us. So some of their playing and their style couldn't help but rub off on us. And I'd like to one day, I hope the young cats say something favorable about me the way I think about Bill Abel and Daddy and all of those people that came before me.
Well, you know, finding something favorable to say about him. Is
Well, we'll talk about that off camera.
Other than that. I'm not going to answer. You did good.
You did
You
good.
did good. Yeah.
Well, and on that note, guys, I want to just thank you. I've really enjoyed getting to know you, and I hope that our road continues.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming tonight to the Kauffman Performing Arts Center, and thanks for everyone else that came. You got to come back. This is a wonderful
Yes.
facility. So,
Thanks for having us.